second early. Lorenzo.
Were you? Yeah.
think
Okay. Hello. Welcome. Welcome to the day.
Welcome to, the day. You know that thing that we haven't done in like 2 weeks?
Has it been 2 weeks? No, it's been 1 week.
You know that
Oh,
thing that we haven't done in a week?
Yeah.
You know that thing
Yeah.
we didn't do last week? That's what I should be saying.
That's what you should be saying.
Is that how you spell Citic? Is that how you spell parasitic?
I don't know.
Parasitic.
P-A-R-A.
Nope, because parasite's spelled with a Y, so it's fine.
Okay.
It makes more sense.
Nicko, why are we on Just Chatting?
We're always on Just Chatting.
Yeah, but there's a podcast and talk show one.
Is there really?
I think so.
I
saw it.
Is there really?
I think so.
You should have told me about that!
I told you this last time Chuck E. Cheese was live. Okay?
No, you didn't.
I did.
Is there really like a talk show and podcasts?
Yep. Okay, so this week was Parasite the Maxim. The Maxim. I didn't get the Maxim part. What's Maxim mean?
It's because it wasn't. It's because it didn't. I don't think it fully followed the story that the manga set forth.
I see.
Because I think it was a slightly changed one, kind of like oh god, what's the other one that has a changed name but is basically Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. It's like
okay,
that.
Okay. So,
where do you want to start?
let's just start with the OP.
I don't 100% know if I ever made it through the OP.
I tried very, very hard.
It wasn't bad. It was
just so robotic.
No,
I did not like that.
It was just blah.
Yeah, that too.
It was just blah.
Blah. Yeah, I didn't like the OP. So it opens up and I can't remember the opening, honestly.
What, the opening of the beginning of the show?
The beginning of the show. It's been a while.
Okay, so it was the whole attacked in the middle of the night by a snake.
Yeah, I remember that.
Thing.
Yeah, why did he? I understand he saw something go into his hand.
Yeah.
But then he just wrapped his headphone cords around his arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was smart.
It was smart, but I don't know if any, like, how old is he?
Probably.
I think he's 17. Yes, 16. He's 16.
No, it's 17 or 18.
It's 16-year-old high school student Shinichi Izumi.
Okay, well then they graduate a year earlier than us.
They do. So what does 16-year-old think? Headphone cord.
Well, he was listening to music and it was already kind of wrapped there.
I see.
So, like, yeah, no, I could see it.
And then, okay, the origin of parasites.
Yeah.
They always talk about someone wishing them into existence. That.
Yeah.
Did you see that? I was so confused by that.
Like, yeah, I don't know how they started existing.
It was a thought. And then all of a sudden they're alive. And their only like thing is eat the head.
No, it's get to the head.
It's yeah, but
what is it called? It's like it's yeah, it's basically
take over the head.
Control the mind, control the body.
Yeah. And then so Migi fails.
And so does the other one.
The other one, Joe. His name's Joe.
Did it end up being Joe?
That's from Mal.
He came up in the arc and his name was Parasite, and then there was like a phone call later where it was like, oh yeah, I renamed him to this. And then they like came back in the very end or something to talk to him like one more time. And I was like, but why?
But why? Also, they talk so first they say Parasite is a superior species. But
Okay,
then they're like, oh, parasites and humans are the same. They're not.
they are.
Parasites can learn so much faster and just better than humans.
Yeah, but they also develop faster.
They do.
If
Which
a
is better.
human developed at that rate, it might be just as good.
Yeah.
So yeah, they are basically the same.
Okay, fine.
Well, if they weren't basically the same, how would they be able to reproduce?
They don't reproduce.
Well, they kind of do.
How?
Yeah, they don't reproduce themselves, they reproduce humans.
Yeah, they reproduce. So how are more the origins of them again? How are they made?
Yeah, the origins is the real problem here. If you knew the origins, then you'd be able to say, well, this is how they came into existence, this is how there'd be more of them.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't say that, and by the end of the show, they're all kind of dead except for like 2 of them.
Except for
The 2 that didn't get the heads.
Joe.
Yeah, and Mickey.
And yeah, but Migi goes to sleep forever.
But no,
I mean,
but
he
Mickey
wakes up
comes
for a minute.
back.
Yeah, but then he goes back to sleep.
I know, but Mickey still exists.
He exists.
And you don't sense Lorenzo.
What?
Lorenzo's totally not here.
What?
Lorenzo, you're not reading chat, which is the best part.
No, I was tabbed out.
God.
Yes, I am here.
No, he's not.
I've left the basement. Anyway, back to the anime. So yeah. Then the girls are just dumb.
What do
That
you
one
mean
girl.
they're just dumb?
Kana
Which
is
one's
just
Kana?
dumb. That's the one who dies. And I'm
Oh yeah,
glad
no,
she died.
she's just stupid.
She's just so dumb. Like, she's like, oh, I can sense him, but I
Yeah,
can also sense dangerous people.
I know, and she
So
didn't
I'm
think
gonna
going
see
into
if
the
he-
abandoned building was a bad idea.
I mean, it's the abandoning a building that they were there, but like,
She dead.
why? Also, doing that, they mentioned that's when they did the hair pulling thing.
Yeah.
So the hair pulling thing was it was introduced as a greeting. So you would pull people's hair.
Yeah, no, they forgot about it.
Yeah, and then no one did it anymore.
Lorenzo, you've been told to get back in the basement.
I will after the podcast.
After the podcast. He's allowed out of the basement once every weekish for the podcast.
Yeah, she deserved death. I wasn't
She
even
didn't
sad when she
deserve
died.
death.
I wasn't even sad when she died. I'm just like, yeah, it was coming.
I knew it was coming and I knew it had to happen, but like, she didn't have to die.
Also, how did a parasite become the mayor?
It is a weekish, but because it ran.
Yeah,
And
but
obviously the mayor in that town sucked.
why did the government not test the fucking mayor
Because he probably got around it.
or anyone who is running for
Because
mayor?
he probably got around it.
How did he get around it?
I don't know.
Oh wait, the mayor was human.
Oh yeah, no wait, that's a good point. The mayor was a human. That was just random when they were like, the mayor, he was actually a human that totally supported them. And it's like, but why is no one else supporting them?
Yeah, why is there no parasite cult?
And also, in the beginning it said, these things are happening all around the world.
Yeah.
But all the remaining ones were all focused in that one city.
Yeah. I don't know. Also, why do they not reproduce bone? Oh, well, I guess that's. I was like, how are these sensors gonna detect them during the police raid? And it's like, oh, that person has no skull.
Yeah. No, it's because they filter out all of the whatchamacallit, all of the non-human things.
I see.
So the parasite is around their skull. That's how that head can mold.
Mm.
And so they'll see that and that'll block the skull off. Or, as you
It's
know,
not
their
around the skull.
entire head turns into the damn slicey
Yeah,
things.
that's what I was thinking of. There's no bones where the parasite is, because when he loses Migi, he just has a stump, remember?
Yeah, and that's also a thing is, why didn't they use that machine to check him?
I have no clue.
Like, unless they aimed it at his head and only checked his head. Because they were
I
like,
guess,
oh, it's gotta be in the head only.
yeah.
Like, they should have checked all of him. Also, they really should have led these people out in, like, bigger groups or something. Because then they wouldn't have been able to get away with a lot of this stuff.
Or they shouldn't have let people like, they just let the mayor walk upstairs. Like,
No, they didn't.
oh yeah, there was that fight.
Yeah, there was a lot of distractions that made it, there was a reason for that. Like,
And what?
there was a lot of people who got away.
I'm still confused why the serial killer helped the
To get out of prison.
he was never promised to get out of prison.
No, he wasn't, but he knew it was a chance for him to escape.
Yeah,
He was on
I
death
guess.
row. Like, if he helped them, he might not be on death row anymore.
Yeah. And they were testing his abilities, right?
Yeah.
And it just came up in like dialogue,
Yeah.
but they said they tested his abilities on animals,
Uh-huh.
like on bears and stuff.
Yeah.
What what were they hoping to achieve there?
The Parasites. Remember the dog?
Oh, there what? Why was there no more animals?
There might have been, and that guy might have found them.
But he said specifically he sees the animal within, like that these people aren't human.
Okay.
If you bring him a bear, what's he supposed to detect?
The bear?
It's not human.
No, he can detect the animal instinct.
I guess. I guess
He could detect the bear.
the bear.
He detects the bear, and the bear detects him.
um, let's see.
There's a lot of things you've glossed over at this point that
What?
I just
What do you want to talk about?
no.
What's the first? Come on.
Go and choose wherever you want. I'll make sure we get to points I want to talk about before the end.
Okay. We also the Tamiya Ryoko.
Oh, the girl.
Yes. First of all, wasn't expecting a sex scene in like the first, what was that, the second
It
episode or
was like the
something?
second or third episode.
Yeah, it was really weird.
Yeah.
Also did not need a breastfeeding scene.
Everything was just like, why do we need this?
And she like beat that child. Why did CCS not come?
No, she didn't beat it.
She was neglectful.
Okay,
She
but are you
wasn't
really gonna say that a parasite is neglectful? Like, the Child Protective Services are probably dead.
And then there would be a police investigation.
To these people that disappear. Well, they might have come over, she might have acted totally fine, and then killed them after they left.
I guess.
And stolen their reports.
There was that one parasite. Why? Okay. Why did like all of them just decide I'm gonna try and slaughter this?
This one guy?
So A did it. Then the one guy went psycho and did it. And then why do they keep letting him go back to school? Obviously, it's not safe.
Why
And,
are
like,
you guys going back to school? Them living in Japan? We don't know. Us in America? Why wouldn't you let them back to school?
I mean, even when we had a threat, at least there was increased security.
There was
The-
increased
here's-
security.
It didn't stop any of them.
Okay, but the first time it was basically a teacher,
Yeah.
And the second time it was a psycho.
No. A.
A was the
A
first
was
time.
not a teacher. He wasn't a teacher.
He was a,
He
but he
he
was at
was
the
an
school.
intruder on campus.
No, but he was allowed on the school because he was already in
No,
the school when he turned.
no, he wasn't allowed in this. They started saying intruder on campus
Oh, right,
before
because
he
he broke in through the
attacked.
beginning. That's right.
Yeah. Um. And then.
And then
Yeah.
Rock.
And then rock. Oh, rock scene. That was
Yes,
just
that was
insane.
beautiful.
That was amazing.
I
Just.
his augmented human capabilities. Um,
Okay.
those were
From
fun.
his mother stabbing him.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
reminded me of the scene in the locker room where everyone's like, "Why are you in the corner changing like that?" And then they pull it away and they just see this massive wound in his chest and they're like, "Shit." Um,
Like, how did he hide? Like,
how does he hide that?
how does he hide the massive hole in his chest?
How does no one ask him how that happened?
Yeah. And what's his excuse if someone does ask? Oh, my mom stabbed me.
Yeah.
Um,
When I was
that's
a
why.
child, when I
God.
was a wee lad, I was
Also,
stabbed.
like, he just stops wearing glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
That
completely changes his look.
I mean, that reminds me of I just went through a list of shows in my head and I'm like, but did that happen in any of them? I'm trying to think of shows where something like that has happened. Where it's like someone's
Yeah.
completely changed and it's been for a reason like that and people actually notice and I'm like, do I have a show? Do I have an idea? Well, they did say he changed though.
Yeah, well, only his like close friends.
Okay? You think if
But
someone came
yeah,
to
that
school with dyed hair, everyone would talk to them?
didn't dye his hair. He
No, I
changed his
understand, but
hairstyle,
it's on that
and
level of change.
yeah,
Like no one would bring that
but
up.
no one's interested. Like, oh, you stopped wearing glasses. If I wore
No.
contacts, I'd get that every time.
No, you
Dude,
wouldn't.
I get that from random people, like not random people like in my classes when I get new glasses.
I don't. I don't know
I
what you're talking
do.
about.
I
I'll go to
do.
class with no glasses on one day and it'll take them 20 minutes to realize I even wore glasses in the first place.
That's what happened to me.
God.
um.
So yeah,
So
it's not far-fetched that he could take off his glasses and change his look and
yeah.
no one would really care.
Um. Murano.
Marino.
Why?
Oh yeah, that one.
She just like she's really dumb.
Why?
Cause this guy just goes missing for days at a time and nothing. You check up on him once.
Eh,
And it happens to be the time that Tamiya Ryoko is walking out of his house.
Yeah, no, I think she was checking on him every day.
I think since he left the bag. No, it was a couple days after he
No,
left the bag.
she probably went back every day and no one was responding, and that just happened to be
No,
the day that there was someone there.
because she didn't pick up the bag, right? It was one
Oh,
of her friends
I see.
picked up the bag and gave it to her.
Mm. Okay, well, that's
Um,
yeah.
yeah. Also, why? I mean, she kind of questioned why he jumped out of like a third story window and was
Yeah, no, she
completely
only kind of questioned that after it happened.
yeah.
Oh, that was just the
Um.
adrenaline, man. Jumping out of third-story windows, the adrenaline will help.
Also, the dog in the trash can was sad.
He
A little
buried
bit.
it.
He buried it after he got yelled at.
Yeah.
But like, I understand that's supposed to be like, oh, his mind, becoming more parasitic. But why? I understand his physical abilities is becoming more
No, but
parasitic.
it was shown the heart was pumping the blood through the body, which means some of those cells ended up in his brain. And
Okay.
that's where the telepathy
Okay.
came from. The dream
The
telepathy.
Yeah.
That's where that came from, most definitely.
Also, how did he know that Migi was alive and
Alive what?
inside Goto?
He didn't.
Yeah, but he shouted, "I know you're in there," even though he didn't know. But like, that was such a lucky guess.
No, it wasn't, because he already knew that Miggy was alive at that point.
Yeah. So my first thought would be, oh, it's alive inside. Like another one is growing inside of Shinichi.
No, I didn't think that.
I thought that.
No, it was purposely saying that beyond a certain point of shrinking that it couldn't come back from that.
Yeah.
Which would mean it would have to all have been gone. And I knew it didn't fully decay, because why would it?
Yeah.
Why would
Well,
Goto
it's
not
living off his
get it?
blood. Oh, and then why would he not steal it?
Yeah, like why wouldn't he steal Mickey?
Because could he control more?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was already controlling crap load of them.
He was controlling 4
Minimum.
minimum.
Yeah. And only one of them had the strength to even replace him as a head, which means the other 3 of them were whatchamacallit, were all like Miggy, who only controlled the hands or the
Yeah,
legs.
he was an experiment from Tamiya.
Well, I know, but
the other thing I wanted to say about that, the rusty nail.
yeah, no, what was that coated in?
It was some sort of toxin.
Yeah, but not to humans.
Well,
Mickey said it.
Really?
Mickey said it.
It's just a parasitic, like a toxin to parasites.
Mickey said something along the lines of, it's like a contact poison to them, but it would be like a poison to humans if it was like stabbed. It's like
probably just
parasites
rust.
couldn't even touch it. Like parasite cells would decay if they were touched by it.
And that caused everyone to go crazy.
To be like, well, shit, man, let's break.
Yeah.
And then he went to leave him alive.
Yeah, I don't know. He's like, Migi. First of all, why did he become one? Oh, I can't kill one of my own kind. This would be like murder. It's not like murder at all. It's just killing a murderer.
Well, but that still makes you a murderer.
It's putting down a monster.
Okay.
Say like, okay.
Yeah, no, he killed him, and
Frankenstein.
He needed to.
Frankenstein. Would you kill Frankenstein's monster?
No.
Why not?
Because why would you?
If it was on a rampage.
If it's on a rampage, he created freaking life. Why would you kill it?
Because it's murdering people.
It wasn't murdering people, though.
Goto was.
Okay.
I'm making Goto more human.
Yeah, and he could have been left alive and traveled to the Arctic just like Frankenstein.
But Frankenstein's monster was nice.
Okay.
I'm talking if he had the same mind as Goto.
If Frankenstein's monster was a murderer.
Yes. Would you kill him?
No.
Why not?
Because
I would.
He'd be indebted to you if you left him alive, and you could beat him the second time.
Yeah, but can you?
Yes, because you know the weakness for the second time.
Yeah, but I guess.
And I also have a hard time believing that all of the parasites would regenerate. Like, they said, oh, he might only be a slight bit weaker. No, he would have been so much weaker than that.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't think he could have taken Mickey a second time.
Okay, if it came back, right?
Mm-hmm.
How was it gonna survive? It had no human heart.
Yeah, no, I think it was just gonna regenerate.
Really? The human part?
I don't think it really had any human parts left in it.
I guess no. They said the torso was human. He just had cells or parasitic cells around it, armoring it.
Oh, okay.
So,
So
but
the
I guess
explosion wouldn't have been. That's how they found the corpse. It must have still had a human part left. Like that must have been what was left, and we just didn't see it.
Or I mean, you could turn a parasite into the heart, like Miki.
Mickey fixed
He
the
be
hole in the heart, not fix the
Yeah,
heart.
but he also had to become part of the heart
Yeah,
to
at
do
least until
that.
it healed.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Uh, Goku would have just died.
Yeah.
And if he wouldn't, he would not have been strong enough to take another parasite
Yeah.
in a 1v1.
Let's
Unless he
see. I'm
was.
looking at more characters.
Nah, there's still we could talk about the last episode. We could talk about
What about Hirama? Where did he come from again?
who?
He was helping investigate his mom's murder, right?
Who?
The detective, the one that
The detective
not
guy
the
was hired by Ryuko to
not the not the PI, the detective.
Kana's brother?
No, the one that fucking Shinichi told the PI to ask for him.
The old guy?
The old guy. Where did he come from?
He was
He
the
was in,
police detective.
yeah, was he was the one who investigated the mom's death?
The mom's death. In air quotes.
Yeah, death. Um okay. So yeah,
Yeah.
the mom was just yeah.
He murdered his mom
He
and then
killed his
told the fortune
mom.
teller about it.
Yeah.
That was stupid.
He killed his mom.
That has just reminded me of the very important things.
What?
How the parking garages and stuff, all the places they set up for the parasites to be able to feed at, okay?
Okay.
How the hell did the police not close them?
I don't know.
Because they found the bodies still.
Yeah.
It's not like they weren't finding the bodies. So, like,
Cause
they could have set up security cameras. Like, the police themselves could have done it.
yeah.
I don't get why they were like, oh man, string of murders. Let's not do anything about it. It was just.
And then Uda. Uda and Joe.
And Joe.
That is like the most specific like situation to get his mouth taken. Like he was committing suicide when he was attacked by
No, he
the Paris.
wasn't.
Yeah, he was jumping into the
No, he
ocean
wasn't.
when he was
No, he wasn't.
infected. Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't. He was at the grave. And the jumping into his chest is what scared him off the cliff and he fell backwards. He wasn't trying to kill himself. That was an accident.
I thought he was trying to kill himself.
No, he got
you know how Shinichi struggled and he kind of like moved back and stuff?
Yeah.
He did that too, and he just happened to be at the grave on the cliff, so when he struggled backwards, he fell off.
I see.
I can't believe you thought he would be trying to kill himself.
Nicko, I watched this like 3 months.
honestly.
This is like you and ReZero.
I remembered a lot about ReZero.
I'm remembering a lot about this.
God.
Do we want to talk about the last episode?
I was fine with it.
I think a lot of it was just like extra.
No, it wasn't.
I
didn't. I thought that it was a nice closer.
Yeah.
Whatchamacallit? Assassination Classroom had one. It
Yeah.
had a wrap up chapter that
Didn't need to be there, but it was nice to see how it
I
ended.
no, I liked that. I think that did need to be there because you need like
You didn't need a
because
conclusion after that, though.
I liked it though.
Yeah, but it was its own episode. It didn't need to be there.
It didn't need to be its own episode.
Correct. It's just like the last episode of
Yeah.
Parasite. It didn't need to be there, but it wrapped up the story.
Okay, I just realized that the last episode was a year later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the serial killer waits a year.
Oh no, that sounds about right.
Okay.
He
And
was
then-
probably off doing other stuff that entire year.
Oh yeah, he was killing plenty of people.
Oh, definitely. And they could have just chalked that up to there still being parasites.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
So, they said parasites have learned to live, to work off human food and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But why are they still taking over people's heads?
Well, there's not any new ones. As we've
Why
established
not?
earlier.
Why not?
Because it didn't say that there was new ones. And there's
But-
obviously none in his damn city if Mickey's not going off the charts all the time being like, I detect one of my own kind, 300
Yeah,
meters in that direction.
Miggy decided to sleep.
Okay, but as we've established, that was a year afterwards.
Yeah.
So, unless like Miggy, once they started relying off human food, they had to sleep. Like, that just became part of their biology and their signals became weak. Like, I don't know.
I don't
Mm.
know.
Also just realized that earlier we were wrong.
What do you mean?
The second psycho who attacked the school was the student.
Yeah, the student.
Correct.
The one who went crazy.
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
means he should have been on campus, so he was fine. So
Yeah, he's fine.
it's the first one, and they beefed up security after the first one. And I was thinking, how could a
Obviously
second one
not
get in? A
enough.
second one didn't.
But it's obviously not enough.
Lorenzo, the police weren't going to do shit against that at that point.
Yeah, but they would have at least seen it.
No, they wouldn't have.
And how?
Mhm.
I don't even know. The fucking girl just keeps living when she should definitely be dead.
Which one should be dead?
Murano.
Oh yeah, no, she should be dead.
She should be dead.
I'd have been totally fine if she would have died.
Yeah.
And okay, and that now has reminded me of just the last little bit of those like 2 or 3 episodes before the end.
Mhm.
The whole him being like, "Well, I'm gonna die," and then being like, "Okay, well, this has given me all the confidence I need to go and try to murder him."
Yep.
No.
Also, why was he all of a sudden willing to like? I understand he wanted to stop them, but when they confronted the guy in the parking garage,
Hmm.
he was so willing to just show the fact that he was also a parasite.
That was like all the time he was trying to at the beginning, at least.
Not yeah, but that was the beginning. Now he's kind of he wasn't trying to say it to the police.
Mhm.
He was trying to say it to like his friends.
Yeah, and that would have been totally fine. I think that would have made
That
it better.
would have been fine. I think it would.
It would have been better if they would have all known.
That one girl, Kana, would not have died. Which
No,
would have
Kana
sucked.
knew.
She did know. No, she didn't believe him.
Oh, that's right. Because
She
Mickey
didn't
was
believe him, and
asleep.
Miggy was sleeping.
Yeah, okay.
If
That was
he
so
would've-
convenient when Miggy would go to sleep sometimes, though.
I know, it's like, oh, these 3 parasites are.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
detect them in a 300-meter radius. Here, I'll make your hand into a blade. I'm going to bed now. See you in
Good
4
night.
hours.
And then 4 hours of
Hmm.
yeah.
And it was only sometimes that would come into play, and it wasn't even by the end. By the end, it was totally fine. He like didn't have to sleep in really odd times.
Yeah, Yeah.
But you know how nice it would have been if Miggy would have just been totally asleep during that entire, like, police sitting there? Well, they obviously should have seen him talking to his hand.
Yeah,
in the stupid armored truck.
Like, why are you talking to your hand? And
Then
it's shown that Migi, like, cause it is the arm, he could have just come up his sleeve and gone into his ear.
I know.
Like, he didn't need to talk directly to his hand.
I know. I'm on a phone call. You don't
Yeah.
have a phone. I'm on a phone call.
Grab a phone, hold it to your ear. Migi just talks through your finger. Done.
Yeah, but then they would have been confused how a phone is working in an armored police vehicle.
I'm on a phone call.
This is a Faraday cage. I'm on a phone call.
What? I'm trying to look at the rating.
I now want to see. I now want to see a Parasite abridged with that as one of their jokes.
I'm on a phone call.
What are you doing talking to your hand? I'm on a phone call.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I like how we kind of just glossed over like the entire beginning bit. It's like,
yeah, I can't remember the beginning, Nicko.
yeah, I understand, but we glossed over all of the beginning bits.
Like
him basically telling his dad, and his dad just didn't want to listen to him.
Also, his dad, like, how'd you get super strong all of a sudden?
Internet.
Mom stabbed me.
Yeah, I
Also,
know.
he's seen the parasite.
No, he didn't.
He said, oh, a monster killed my wife or whatever.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So why would he not now believe that his son has one? I guess he kind of does by the end. Because by the end, he's just hit. Shinichi calls up and says, "Hey, Dad, I need you to go." And then
yeah,
he's dead.
I need you. Well, no, he says you need to go, and then he's kind of like really sounding frantic.
He said it was the same thing that killed his mom, right?
Probably.
Did he say that?
I think
he
he
said
did.
that. There's 2 live action film adaptations. Sorry, I just
No.
Why are there 2 of them?
No.
Oh no! Hold on. I have to look this up. Keep. Next topic.
Next topic. No.
Parasite the Maxim
Oh no.
action.
One night of Paris. I'm looking at this one. I'm
There's
looking at the
part 1
original
and part
Parasite
2.
anime. Oh no, it's a manga.
Oh
Okay.
my god! It looks awful.
Why wouldn't it?
Migi looks like a plastic toy.
Okay, why wouldn't Mickey?
Well, at least the Bleach had some little bit. I watched the Bleach one and it had some decent CGI.
It's fine.
Oh, I'm looking at this now.
I know. I'm watching the.
No, I'm not looking at that now. I'm just looking
Oh.
back on the past. Parasite was only 24 episodes.
Yeah.
That seems weird to me.
Wait. I thought it was 25.
I thought it was too, because I thought that last episode was number 25, but no, it was number 24. It didn't even last like the correct length. Parasite was only 8 volumes of a manga. I don't know how they adapted 8 volumes in one season.
Yeah, that's strange.
No, I want to say that's strange, and then I remember that Assassination Classroom was 21 volumes in 2 seasons, so.
Yeah.
But Promised Neverland only got through 5 in one season.
It's just how much they want to get out.
Love is
and
War
stuff.
got through like 6. Konosuba got through.
I see a lot of people
2 light novels.
comparing this to Tokyo Ghoul.
God.
And saying this is just better Tokyo Ghoul.
I mean, did you give it a higher score than Tokyo Ghoul?
Oh, what did I give Tokyo Ghoul?
God. What did
I
you
think.
give this?
Well, it depends. I gave this a 7. I feel like it's a 7. I also gave Tokyo Ghoul the first season a 7.
I actually
The-
gave it an 8.
Really?
Lorenzo, you've seen what I've put in 7.
Yeah, my 7's very average. Like 7's not a bad score for me.
7 is my cutoff point. I really should go back through, but 7 is my cutoff point between good and
like
bad.
like what I have in 7 is like Black Clover, Fairy Tail, My Hero first and second season, Devilman
Yeah,
Crybaby,
that sounds like what I have in mind.
Dragon Ball, like basic,
Dragon Ball.
just decent stuff. Like Kill la Kill's in there, Part 5 of JoJo's in there.
We'll have a discussion about that at one point.
But like 8, 9, and I don't think I've given it 8 and 9
I
are
mean, so my
good.
8 category is like,
I think we talk about this every.
I know,
place.
my 8 category is like Dr. Stone.
Yeah, so
that show that you don't want to watch. The 3rd season of My Hero. That was a pretty good one. I gave the 2nd season of My Hero actually a pretty high score. Konosuba's in that category.
what is this? 9?
7
10?
or
7.
8.
8.
7
Yeah.
is where all my average stuff goes, like One Punch Man.
8 is like Full Metal, Bleach, Death Note, Naruto, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Did I give Death Note an 8?
7 Deadly Sins.
I gave Death Note an 8. I'm really disappointed in myself.
I gave Assassination Classroom first season, second.
I gave second season a 9, I think, and the first.
Dragon Ball Super, I gave an 8.
We're getting off topic.
Yeah. Anyway, back to the anime.
Back to Parasite, because Parasite's what we're supposed to be talking about right now.
Oh shoot, I'm on the Tokyo Ghoul.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm on Parasite.
Parasite. Anything else you have to talk about it? Because we've kind of already given our scores. You gave it a 7. I gave it
Yeah.
8.
Yeah, you. I don't know. I thought it was very average. Just
Nah.
I don't
watch action shows very often.
Yeah, I do. I watch a lot of action.
I don't. Not the slightest. That's why.
That's why this is just average. I felt like when I watched it, I wanted to keep watching, but when I was like done, it would take me days before I kept watching it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
So like that's just how I kept. That's why it took me so long to finish. Like I finished this Monday, and I did this, and I started months ago.
Well, no, I started it watching it with my siblings. We got through like 8 or 9 episodes, and then it took me a bit, and then I watched up to 18, and then I watched all the rest of them in like a day.
Yeah, I like if I could have binged this like in a day, but the fact that I stopped, I didn't want to come back. Like I wasn't super compelled to come back and continue watching it. You know, kind of like
but
how I did with Fire Force.
well, let me do mild corruption. Jesus Christ, SF. But
Oh yeah, I'm still on the server.
God damn it. But yeah, it was. It. The problem with watching anime, and it's always been for me, is I don't like stopping watching unless I get to the end of an arc. And if I get to at the end of an arc, there's no reason for me to continue watching because the story is satisfyingly concluded. Like, at least for what just happened. Like, like with Assassination Classroom, is you could really stop after you get to the end of, like, that first set of testing, like, once you've already seen their scores, and be content with having watched that piece. But if you go any further, you need to make it to the end of the next arc, or you'll be like, okay, what's going to happen next? It was like that with Parasite for me. It was like, I might have stopped at 18, which was right in the middle of the park, but it was like, that was the perfect place to stop right before the end.
Yeah.
Because it was like, okay, what is she going to do? But it's like, but she's not going to do anything right now.
I mean, she's getting gunned down and has been identified.
Yeah, no. At that point, she hadn't been identified because the police hadn't showed up. That
Oh,
episode
I
starts.
see.
The previous episode ends when they find the private investigator, and he
Dead.
says something about it.
Yeah.
But they don't start gunning her down till the next episode, and that break in between it was totally fine.
Also, why did the private investigator not give up?
Because why would he? His family was dead.
No, before his family died.
He did. He gave up. And then one day he came back and his family was dead, so he started back up.
No, but he was still helping. He continued to help Shinichi, and that's what got his family killed.
No,
Yes.
they were already coming after him.
No, because she said she didn't care about him. Oh, she said she didn't care what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
it wasn't because he was helping Shinichi.
Yeah, those parasites failed massively.
God.
And then they're like, "Oh, we're gonna try and kill Tamiya." You know, our leader, basically.
Nah, she wasn't their leader.
Yeah, but she brought them all together.
Oh, you could say that, but
She
Yeah.
really didn't have that much power.
She did all the experiments.
Yeah, but
And then she had a kid, and everyone, no, you're fostering a human child.
yeah, which was really odd.
I know. Why wouldn't they let her raise it?
Yeah,
Either one for food,
no.
two for another human on their
Yeah,
side.
another human on their side.
like, why would they kill it? It would just be another. It would be another number for them that had no distinction between them and normal humans.
Yeah.
And it would have been totally fine. And then it wasn't. For anyone. Because everyone was dead.
Because they all died.
Everyone died. And what hand
Also,
did Shinichi get stabbed through? He got stabbed through his not
his
Mickey hand,
left.
right?
Yeah. He got stabbed through the left arm.
Because Mickey saved her.
So when they went to attack Tamiya, the how all of a sudden she can split? Is she two parasites or one?
What do you mean she could split?
Remember when they attacked
Oh,
her?
yeah. When she split off into two
her
pieces?
head in half. Yeah.
They said it. Mickey said it. Mickey said that they can split into two, but the smaller the piece, the less cognitive function it has.
Yes.
Which is
That's
why
right.
which is why the second one was laughing around and crazy.
Yes. Now I remember. And then she just tore through those people. Those parasites. Yeah. They're like, oh, we're gonna try and kill her. Nope. She killed all three of you.
I know. They all of the not main parasites really sucked at their job.
Yeah.
They even the main ones, when it came down to fighting them, they like really sucked at their job. Come on, man.
Also,
it's his hand.
Let's talk about the flamethrowers
that they didn't use.
That they just didn't use. You got one tip.
Yeah.
And they're like,
yeah,
nah, we'll use shotguns.
But that was so smart.
That was smart, but they should have used both.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No.
Okay. When they were being attacked by Goto.
They should have, but they didn't. They didn't bring it.
Yeah, why didn't they bring it?
Because the flamethrowers are expensive.
You only need like 3.
I know, right? You would just give it to the captains.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
That was like, why don't you use... Wait, you didn't bring flamethrowers?
I know! They got the one tip and then the guy even said something about it. Man, flamethrowers would have been a good idea.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. You don't trust him. But, like, if he gives you some random tip like that, you should listen.
Yeah.
This random kid is giving us a tip for something we never considered.
Okay, so
listen.
how did Kana sense? Like, is it just... Oh, she just had the ability? Is that it?
Yeah. It's just
Okay, even
ESPN.
my anime list, she has an unexplained psychic ability.
Mm-hmm. It's
Um,
just a psychic ability.
it's just psychic. Okay.
I mean, the parasites could sense each other, and
Yeah,
to an
but
extent, Shinichi could eventually sense things. He couldn't sense other parasites, but he could sense movement and stuff at a distance.
yeah.
Like, it was
Well,
just
that's just
heightened
his
senses.
normal senses.
Yeah, it was just heightened senses. That's all she had.
No, but she could detect only parasite. He could detect anything because he had heightened senses.
Yeah, okay.
Um,
She was dumb too.
she was so stupid. I'm so glad she's dead.
She could have stayed alive for a little
She
longer.
deserved a death.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did. She was so dumb.
I was trying to think of an example that you've watched in which someone should deserve death by that train of logic, but I can't. You don't watch anything.
I don't. I do. I watch a lot. I just don't watch your stuff.
No, you don't watch a lot.
I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
I've had just as many weeks as you.
No, but I'm saying in general.
Yeah, that's because I like to stick to one at a time.
I am sticking to one at a time. I'm
Yeah,
down
but
to
I don't.
19.
I'm down to like 11. I think.
Lorenzo, I'm down to 19, and like 10 or 11 of them are currently airing.
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird, champ. Can we get a weird champ in chat?
No. Do you want to just you want to call it here? Or do you have
Yeah.
something
So
else?
what's next week?
So next week is my
I
week.
know what next.
Yeah, next week is Bakemonogatari, Lorenzo.
Yeah, I know. And then the week
I
after
s-
that, I swear,
It
it's
won't
gonna be
be.
the Arco song.
It won't be.
No, it has to be.
I'll
Because
find
put it
something
off
else stupid.
so many weeks. I put it off so many weeks.
I know. And you're gonna hate it, and you're gonna switch
Oh,
your
I'm
week
gonna
after you
hate
start
it.
watching it.
No, it'll be. I have to get through it.
No, because you
I-
didn't let me do Bunny Girl that one week. You made me switch to Assassination because you were like, I
Yeah,
can't get through this.
It's because Bunny Girl sucked.
Lorenzo.
I
I'll
had
threaten
no
you with it
want
eventually.
to watch Bunny Girl. There was not a single cell in my body that wanted to watch Bunny Girl.
Then you can read it. I have the light
I'm
novel.
not reading it. I'm not. If I can't watch it, I can't read it.
Me sitting here with I don't know. Is there something I couldn't watch but I managed to read? No, not really. Everything on my shelves.
I mean,
I've
the only one would probably be Tokyo Ghoul, but I watched it.
yeah.
So like, and it's really just like the first 2 seasons weren't. Just sucked.
Mm,
But that's for another week.
yeah, we'll never get there.
We'll probably never get there because you are so insistent on reading. But we have to complain about how bad the actual anime is.
Yeah, but we won't be able to get through all 3 seasons in one episode.
Oh no, no way.
Which would mean there'd be no complaining.
What do you mean? Yeah. Well,
The
yeah,
complaint would take a while.
There would still be quite a few complaints.
God.
And I would definitely have to rewatch it because it's been a really long time. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm clicking the button now. Any final comments?
Not really.
Then bye, stream.
Wait, Shaman King's coming out again.
Bye, stream.